Hello everyone. We are going to continue with chapter 1 from part 2, which is accounting for share capital, or say share capital transactions, an important chapter. And in the previous lecture we have understood the meaning and types of shares. These are the types. Here is the meaning of a share that I have explained in the previous lecture. I shall repeat it quickly. That share is a mode of collecting capital. By issue of shares, the company is raising capital. Okay, and the one who purchases the shares of the company becomes a shareholder or member of the company, and as long as the person is having shares, he remains the shareholder or say the co-owner of a company. Yes, then we have understood its types. We have also understood the forms of capital. Share capital. Authorized, that means the authority that the company has. The amount, the value or the number of shares issued, from that applications received, from that called up, sorry, and from called up the paid up capital, and the surplus transferred to reserve capital. Minimum subscription, as I've explained, that if the company is not getting minimum subscription, the company cannot continue with the issue of shares as per the rules. Then we have understood an important topic here, which is the issue of shares at par, issued at premium, and issued at discount. This I said is not in your syllabus. We have understood full subscription, under subscription, and also over subscription in the previous lecture. Then we've understood these journal entries, and as I said, the amount of share, the value of share is to be received in installments and not at a time, of which the very first step is of application money. The step of receiving application money. Yes, bank account debit to share application account. Then you transfer this amount to share capital account, for which the journal entry is preference share or equity share application account debit to share capital account. Then we have understood the journal entry for allotment. When allotment money becomes due. Yes, the journal entry for the same is equity or preference share allotment account debit to share capital, and then for receiving allotment money. See, the very first step is what? That you have issued share at par. Yes, and this is the case of full subscription. That means the applications are received for the number of shares issued. We have understood this here. So this is the journal entry for receiving amount of application. Yes, and you have allotted them shares. Now the amount received for application is transferred to share capital account. Now the next thing is that you will ask for the amount of allotment. If you remember, I said that the amount is collected in installments. So the second installment is of allotment. Yes, and the journal entry when allotment money becomes due is this: share allotment account debit to share capital account. Yes, this journal entry is for making allotment money due when allotment money becomes due. Then the journal entry is for receiving allotment money. Of course, whenever you receive an amount, bank account is always debited to share allotment account. This is the amount of allotment which is received. So the narration says being allotment money received. the main thing to be memorized in this chapter is this journal entries, the most important of all. Yeah? So please pay attention to this and make sure you are learning them along. Yeah? Okay. Then, the fifth journal entry for making due call money. Which call? It can be first call, either it could be the second call or final call. I'll repeat the sentence that whenever you call an amount for a share, it is called up in parts. There are four maximum parts that you can make. Say, for example, the share is of rupees 10. You have asked for 2 rupees with application, 3 with allotment, remaining 2 with first call, and remaining 3 with final call or second call. Yes? So, fifth journal entry, once the amount of allotment is received, then for call money. So, the journal entry for making call money due is preference share call account debit. Which call? It can be first call or it can be second call or say a final call. Instead of first and second, there is also a final call. The amount can even be collected in 3 installments and also in 4 installments. Yes, but not more than 4. So the journal entry for calls remain same. The only thing that you are supposed to understand here is that these journal entries remain same for making call money due. Alright? So when allotment money becomes due, you write allotment here. So when call money becomes due, you'll write call here. If it is first call, you'll be writing first call. If it is second call, you'll be writing second call. And if it is final call, instead of second, you may also address it as a final call. So it is final call here. Will be clearly instructed in the given question. Not to worry about it. So then for receiving call money, yes, fifth journal entry is about जब आप कॉल के पैसे मंगवाते हैं, yes, from the shareholders. Yeah, and now the journal entry is for receiving call money. So of course, whenever you receive any amount, bank account is debited and the amount is of call, hence call has been credited. Alright, this journal entries remain same for both the calls. Alright, you just need to replace it with first call or second call. So these 6 journal entries are most important. Please learn them by heart. These are going to be applied practically in the sums that we'll be doing. Yeah, please make sure that you learn them properly. They are also given in your textbook. You should develop a habit of reading, memorizing these journal entries every day. Every day. Unless and until we finish this chapter. And also even after that. Okay. Here we have some important notes related to the chapter. And it says, if type of share is specified, that is equity share और preference share, मतलब आपको जो question दिया जाएगा solve करने के लिए, the practical example that we are going to solve, in that particular question or sum, if the type of share is specified, that is equity share or preference share, then various accounts should be named accordingly. You'll be writing equity share capital account, equity share application account, equity share allotment account, yes, and equity share call account. That way. If it is given preference shares, then you will definitely write it down preference share capital instead of equity share capital, isn't it? Yes, this is common sense. So whenever in the given question the type of the sum is mentioned, make sure you are using that word. If it is equity share, you will be writing it as equity share application. If it is equity share allotment, if it is preference share, then you will be writing it as preference share allotment. If it is equity, equity share allotment. Yeah? Okay. The second note says, when there is only one call. See, now what does one call mean? I said there are 4 installments. The first is application, second is allotment, third is first, fourth is second call. But if the amount has been collected in 3 installments, first will be application, second will be allotment, and third, if there is only one call, instead of first and second, there is only one call, then it is to be named as final call. When there are 2 or more calls, they should be named as first call and second call. The last call is named as final call. So here the second call will be named as final call. When first call is final call, then it may be named as share first and final call account. Alright, if there are not 2 calls, if there is only one call, and that itself becomes the final call. So you will be writing it as share first and final call. Which share? If it is equity, then equity share. If it is preference, then preference share. First and final call. Alright? Okay, let us see what is ahead. Alright, so here comes the second topic, which says issue of shares at premium. Alright, so what does this mean? Issue of shares at premium. We have understood a concept here, issue of shares at par. Let us consider the same example. Suppose the amount of a share is rupees 10. Yes, amount of a share is rupees 10. And that share is issued for rupees 10 itself. Yes, this is said to be issued at par. When you issue the share at face value, it is said to be issued at par. Yes. The second option is issued at premium. I've already explained this by giving a simple example of rupees 10. So here the share of rupees 10 is issued at rupees 10. Here the share of rupees 10 is issued for rupees 12. This is said to be issued at premium. Your issue price is more than face value. What is the issue price? 12 rupees. What is the face value? 10 rupees. Alright, so that case is to be said as issued at premium. So that is the topic, issue of shares at premium. But before this, you should be clear with the topic that what is issue of shares at par. Alright? Fine. The second and new topic, issue of shares at premium. That means more than face value. Okay, so the question arises that the additional amount, the 10 rupee example that we have been considering, yes, that the price of the share is rupees 10 and it is issued for rupees 12. Understand, 10 rupees is the face value, 2 rupees is the amount of premium. Yes, and the premium is called separately. It is transferred to a separate account. It is called with application, with allotment. Yes. I repeat, the amount of premium is to be transferred to a separate account. It is not called separately, but it is called up with any of the installments, which should be clearly mentioned in the question. So now they say that when premium has been called on application, that means with application. Yes, the very first step, when premium has been called on application, the application money will consist of capital, that is the amount of share capital, and premium. The amount received as premium should be credited to securities premium account. The amount of premium will be credited to securities premium account, and allotment application money will be transferred accordingly. Right? So share application account debit to share capital to securities premium account. The first journal entry for this remains same, which was previously mentioned, that is bank account debit to share application account. The first journal entry remains same. Now we are just making minor variations. This is the first journal entry. The second journal entry is this. What is the second journal entry? Share application account debit to share capital. Which amount do you transfer here? The one that you have written here. But here the case is that you will separately transfer the amount of securities premium. I repeat, the journal entries that we have understood previously, yes, remain same. You just have to make minor variations for the issue of shares at premium. The first journal entry will remain same, bank account debit to share application account. And then the second journal entry, share application account debit to share capital. This is similar. It can be equity share or preference share, anything. But an additional thing mentioned here is to securities premium account. This is the amount of premium. So there is a change in the second journal entry. First same, second journal entry में change क्या है? Just that share application account debit to share capital to securities premium account. Additional यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है. See, other than that the journal entry is same. Just like the previous topic. Okay. So the amount of share application has been transferred to share capital and the amount of premium has been transferred to securities premium account. Alright. Next. Issue of shares at premium, the same topic. And if the premium is called along with allotment money. Here the thing was that if it is called with application. Now if it is called with allotment money. Again, there will be change in the journal entry, minor change. What is the journal entry for making allotment money due? Let us check. Yes, here it is. Share allotment account debit to share capital account. This is the journal entry for making allotment money due. Yes, this journal entry appears after the journal entry of application. So, if the step of allotment has premium in it, then the journal entry will be changed. Just an additional thing to be written here is to securities premium account. Rest of the journal entry remains same. Share allotment account debit to share capital account to securities premium account. Alright? Okay. Then, if the premium is demanded along with call money, yes? So what is the journal entry for making call money due? Again, let us see. We have understood this well. Yes, this is the journal entry for making call money due. It is share call account debit to share capital. So what we are going to add? Just securities premium. Yeah, share call account debit to share capital account to securities premium account. Only this much change we are supposed to make in the previous journal entries. And if you are facing any difficulty right now in understanding these journal entries, then trust me, once you will start solving the practical sums, once I'll start teaching sums, the practical long sums, you'll surely be clear with the concept. For now, you just follow and listen to whatever I'm asking you to do. Okay? So just memorize these journal entries, and when applied practically in the sums, things will be exactly clear. Alright? So the last journal entry, sorry, with making call money due and when the shares are issued at premium. Alright? So let us read the important note which is given here in the question. They say, normally it is mentioned in the question as to when premium is receivable. Sorry. On application, on allotment, or on calls. So they are saying that the question which will appear from this chapter, the one that you will learn from exercise, the one that you will solve, usually it is mentioned that premium is called when it is receivable. With application, allotment, or calls, they will instruct you. But in absence of any information, it is assumed that the premium is due along with allotment money. मतलब अगर आपके क्वेश्चन में आपको बताया नहीं गया है कि प्रीमियम कौन से इंस्टॉलमेंट में मंगवाना है, then it is to be considered at the time of allotment. Clear? Sorry. Fine then. Let us quickly revise both the topics. Okay. Issue price. Let me revise it once for the last time for your convenience. Issue price. The price at which shares are issued by the company. Issued at par. That means, now consider an example. There is a share of rupees 10. 10 रुपए वाला शेयर 10 रुपए में ही कंपनी ने इश्यू किया है. Yes, and the amount will be called up in 4 installments. The maximum installments are 4. Yes, so it can even be 3. Depends. Yeah, of which the very first is receiving application money. When application money is received, bank account debit to share application account. Then this money received is to be transferred to share capital account, because you are raising capital ultimately by issue of shares. Yes, so share application account debit to share capital account. Alright, then allotment money becomes due. Then allotment money is received. Then call money becomes due and call money is received. The call can be first call, either second call. If there is only one call, it becomes final call, first and final call. Yes, so 6 journal entries you have to compulsory write in your fair book with the heading that when shares are issued at par and full subscription. This is the heading, these are the journal entries that you will write and also you will learn anyhow. On this basis, if you know this journal entries, then the second topic, issue of shares at premium, is not at all hard for you because already the journal entries that you know, you just have to make minor changes with the change in the, with the minor change in the topic. Yes? They just say that if the shares are issued at premium, that means if the share has been issued at a price higher than its face value. Okay? So, say for example, the face value is rupees 10 and the amount of premium is rupees 2. So, what is the price of issue? 12 rupees. Alright? So, understand simply, the first journal entry will be same, bank account debit to share application account. Second journal entry will be this way. See, till here journal entry is same, just like the previous topic. And here an additional amount of securities premium, मतलब वो 2 रुपए एक्स्ट्रा वाले वो यहाँ ट्रांसफ़र किए जाएंगे, यहाँ एप्लीकेशन के पैसे ट्रांसफ़र किए जाएंगे और डेबिट में इन दोनों का अमाउंट कंसिडर किया जाएगा. और इससे पहले जो आपसे कहा गया कि फर्स्ट जर्नल एंट्री विच रिमेन्स सेम, उसमें ये दोनों अमाउंट कंसिडर करके वैल्यू लिखी जाएगी. ठीक है? Please try to memorize and understand this journal entry right now. As I said, it will be more clear when we'll be dealing with the practical sums. Alright? Okay. Now, if the amount of premium is called along with allotment money, again the minor change. Till here, the journal entry is for when allotment money becomes due. The third journal entry in the topic of issue of shares at par. But if the amount of premium has been called up along with allotment money, then the minor change, an additional account to securities premium account, will appear here in the journal entry when allotment money becomes due. Alright? Next, now if the amount of premium has been called up along with call, then again the journal entry remains same up till here. An additional account for transferring the amount of premium will be here, that is to securities premium account. Rest of the journal entries remain same. And the note here says that in the given question it will be mentioned when is premium receivable, that whether with application, with allotment or calls. And in case if it is not mentioned, then you have to consider that premium is due along with allotment money. Alright? So these are the journal entries that you have to memorize for solving the practical sums. Yes? A long sum from this chapter of 8 marks, the base for which are these journal entries. So it is advisable that you please start learning these journal entries as soon as possible. Alright? So please write down the journal entries in your fair book as a homework for today with the topic issued at par and issue of shares at premium and the necessary journal entries in your fair book, and also try to learn the same. So we end our session for today here. We'll see you all soon in the next session, next lecture I mean. Till then, stay home, stay safe and study well.